changing the face of medicine, literally.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
Looking at Pamela today, it's hard to imagine for the last 20 years she looked like this. Her nose grew so large, she barely looked like the little girl, then woman, she used to be. Her nose first changed when she was 25, pregnant with her second child.
It's like a ball started to form on the top. You know, people would tell me, little children, you look like Santa Claus or Rudolph.
She hoped it was just hormones and her nose would return to normal after pregnancy. But it got worse. She went to a dermatologist for help.
He put me on medicine, you know, and he'd take a needle and pull out infection. Oh, it hurt so much.
The treatment didn't work.
I was self-conscious and I didn't want to go anywhere, you know. I didn't want to leave the house, and I'd catch myself looking in the mirror more than I needed to, worrying, you know, and having anxiety, sweating under my arms.
Even at home, she couldn't escape the ridicule. Her husband was as cruel as strangers.
I didn't feel beautiful because of his words and the way he treated me.
She went to another dermatologist who tried a variety of treatments. Still, nothing worked.
I just lost hope in, you know, what these doctors had done all these years. I just felt like a guinea pig, and they really didn't cure me or explain what is going on.
Her nose was etched with red veins, her pores expanded, and its shape grew worse.
The nose started to grow on one side, and then there was holes that started to form where you could stick a tweezer in those holes.
Physical and emotional scars took root. Hope was lost. Then last fall at a family picnic, her aunt had an idea.
Aunt said, hey, why don't you get online and do this thing, you know? Maybe they'll help you. I was like, really? Oh, okay.
The thing online was an email to the TV show The Doctors. Had you ever seen The Doctor's show?
No! Oh, I didn't even know it existed.
It would be an answered prayer.
It was a prayer I'd had about 4 years prior. Could I ever find a doctor that could help me?
It was also 4 years ago. She prayed for the strength to leave her husband.
I didn't want to stay in that anymore, that abuse. I woke up and it's like, I'm worth more than this. Wow. He didn't value me. If he didn't, then I must not.
With that same fortitude, she emailed the show's producers. She heard back almost immediately.
And I was like, wow, that was quick. Can I see some more pictures? Okay, we want to know your testimony. I was like, okay. I kind of got a little excited, a little nervous because I'd only flown one time. We want to ship you out.
She flew off to LA.
The amazing thing was going through a divorce after 32 years with him. I was speaking to my father and I said, Father, can I have an anniversary trip even though I know I'm not with him? On my anniversary, we just so happened to be in California for the Doctor's show. Yes, that was a blessing.
Something else took flight there too.
It gave me hope, you know, that they could do something. I didn't know what was going to happen.
Or who was going to be doing it, right?
Yes, I had no idea if they're going to, you know, cut on me.
Then, there she was on national TV.
There's got to be a cure for this. It's just got to be. When I went out there and they started showing pictures of my old pictures, that really touched me. You know, to see those old pictures and through the stages of my face changing, I was emotional.
Another doctor would change everything.
I want to bring into the conversation board-certified dermatologist, Dr. Ann Zedlitz. She's joined us via Skype from Pamela's hometown in Louisiana. What kind of options are available for Pamela?
In the early stages, topical medications and some oral medications will suffice. As the disease progresses, then we can utilize laser therapy, such as CO2 laser.
Dr. Zedlitz, I know you have something you want to share with Pamela.
Yeah, well, it's an honor to be here on the show, but it would be even more of an honor to participate in Pamela's care, to get her nose back to the original shape it was and to make her skin smoother again. And I would like to do all of these treatments at no charge.
The doctors reached out to Dr. Z after seeing pictures of men she'd treated with the same condition. It's called Rhinophyma, a form of rosacea. It's most prevalent in men over 60. Were you surprised for a woman in her 40s for her nose to look like that?
It's very unusual. Number one, it's unusual for a woman, and then it's unusual for someone young in their 40s. So it's very unusual. I have seen women in their 40s and 30s when they start to get that blush and that redness on the tip of the nose, but not where they've had the tissue overgrowth. And it's genetic. You can't wash that away. You can't wish it away. You have to have some kind of surgical intervention, and laser surgery is what this is. It's laser surgery. It's not traditional surgery with a scalpel, but it's laser surgery.
Most doctors thought only a scalpel could slenderize her nose. Dr. Z knew the CO2 laser would.
A lot of people just don't know what is out there and what you can do with lasers. And I happened to go through my dermatology training, and I loved lasers because I could see the future in lasers. And it is a bright future. So scalpels may become a thing of the past.
When you saw Pamela for the first time,
Yes.
were you a little shocked?
No, because I had seen the pictures.
Okay, when you saw the pictures,
you
were
know
you
what I
shocked?
was shocked with?
Tell me.
Her presence. She had such a strong presence. And her spirit, because generally people who've been through that, who have a physical deformity, it sometimes stunts or blocks their emotional growth and their presence, and it did not with her. And it was amazing. That strength that she had, her faith got her through this. And her faith is what will continue to carry her through, because although she has a strong presence in her faith, she still has some scars, some psychological scars that she will carry with her, but she's shedding them very fast. So I love to see she's continuing to even become more beautiful.
The procedures were painless.
It was so peaceful, no pain. No, I just felt like I had a light sunburn.
The results, immediate. Could you tell a difference after the first day?
Yes, I could. I
could?
could. Yes. We took some pictures, and I looked at those pictures of me, and I can see in my face, you know, there was a light in my eye that hadn't been there in a long time, and hope.
Everyone's eyes lit up in her second appearance on the doctors, just 4 months after her first.
I barely recognize you because you look so great.
Thank you.
She and Dr. Z stunned everyone.
We have rarely seen a more dramatic before and after reveal.
Well, how does that feel?
I'm very proud. I'm very proud. I'm very honored to be a part of the transformation. Show everyone around the nation what can be done. You know? Baton Rouge proud.
Their story's gone viral. 1 million people have watched it on YouTube in just 2 weeks.
It's still hard to believe. I still walk around, it's still hard to believe when I look in the mirror.
But Dr. Z won't take all the credit.
Every time before I touched Pamela's face, I said a prayer to guide me. And he did. It was great.
It really is truly a new beginning for me.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
For more information on Rhinophyma or any skin disorders, you can check out zdermatology.com.